This is P4P Boxing TV. I'm joined by retired ex-professional boxer and maths teacher Ramez Mahmood, the math magician. Ramez, how you doing, right?
Yeah, not bad. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all good. Thanks for asking. Ramez, you retired just over a year ago now, winning the Commonwealth Silver against Peter Maga in your last fight. What was the reason that made you think that it was the right time to call it a day?
You know what it was? Was getting a few little niggles in the past year of my career that was paying me up. There was I was carrying a full-time job as well, with the training. The hours at work increased at the same time, which made it hard to manage. So going forward, I would have been at maybe 80% of myself with the niggles and work. I probably wasn't going to get to be my best version. I didn't want to sell myself short, sort of thing. So that was my main two factors.
Yeah. Going back to your last fight with Peter Maga, what did you make of your performance of the fight?
It was all right. Things I could have done better, but I felt really comfortable in there, to be honest. Felt like I won most of the rounds. Felt really fit. Felt really strong. Um, Really, I felt like I boxed him. I bullied him at times in there, so I felt really comfortable in there. Yeah, credit to my fitness, credit to my training there. It was a good, fair enough performance. Could have done things better, but done what I needed to do.
Yeah, not a secret. Obviously, you were a teacher at the time. How was it like juggling being a professional boxer and being a full-time maths teacher at the same time?
Yeah, hard. I did that. I did that for my whole career, and it was sort of one of the factors that half led to the retirement alongside the niggles and everything. My days were literally wake up at 4:30, 5 o'clock, train. Straight from there, I'd go work. I'd finish work, and then I would go and train again. Um, I didn't have a spare minute in my day to do anything else, and that's where it was at for my whole career. To be honest, it was hard, but I made it work. I enjoyed the teaching. It sort of broke my day up a little bit. Most of the students are good as gold. Um, I relate to them quite well because of the boxing. So yeah, all in all, it was good.
Yeah. You are good friends with Ben Davison, obviously one of the top trainers in the country. Um, what do you think makes Ben different from all other trainers?
Ben, yeah, he's brilliant, great at what he does, and I don't think he sort of takes any time, even when he's not trained to fight. He's always studying. He picks up so many things that you wouldn't even notice. And that's why I think he's one of, if not the top trainers in the world at the moment. Um, Another thing with Ben, he's got no ego either. Um, he'll listen to the fight, listen to other things. That's why he's managed to bring on someone like Lee Wiley and Barry Smith, and they all bounce off each other. So as I said, great setup. They've got one of the best in the world.
Hmm. In your career, Mez, you won the Southern Area title, Commonwealth Silver, and challenged for the English title. Fought against the likes of Jack Bateson, who's held in high regard. Would you say you're happy with what you've accomplished?
Yeah, I think I'm happy enough. I won a couple of belts. I think given the right opportunities, maybe could have done a bit more, but I'm not going to complain about that. I've done more than what was expected of me when I turned pro. People didn't expect me to win the Southern Area when I turned over. They thought I'd just get punched about, but I did all right. Maybe could have done more on given different opportunities, but that's the sport we're in. I'm happy with what I've done, and on to the next chapter.
Yeah, since retiring, you have started a new chapter in your life, and in boxing, but on the other side of the ropes. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I've started coaching the amateur boxers at Gator ABC, which is the club that I started at. First walked in through those doors just close to 20 years ago now, and I'm back there coaching the amateurs. I'm also the club secretary for Gator ABC, so that's filling the void a little bit. Um, I've also just passed my application for my training license for the British Boxing Board Control, so I can be in the corner for professional boxers now as well. So that's something I'll start to look to do in the new year as well. As I said, nothing completely fills the void of being a boxer, but that does help a little bit.
Yeah. A good friend and old sparring partner of yours, Shabazz Massoud, he won the IBO World title as a huge underdog against Liam Davis. What do you make of his performance, and what do you think is next for Shabazz?
Yeah, I thought it was fantastic. He was the underdog in that fight by a lot of people's standards, not by mine though. What he did, I expected from him. Shabazz is another one that hasn't really got the opportunities coming up. He's finally getting those opportunities now, and he made it count. Fantastic performance, and I still think he's got gears to go through. He's not shown the best of himself yet. So yeah, fantastic. He's got a big future ahead of him.
Yeah, what do you think's next for him?
Because at the moment, Inoue currently holds all the belts in his division.
Yeah.
So I think Shabazz might want to get maybe one more bout and then look at one of the other four. Maybe a belt might go vacant that Shabazz can pick up. But outside of Inoue, I can't really see many others in that division that deserve the opportunity as much as Shabazz does.
Yeah. On December 21st, the rematch between Fury and Usyk happened. Usyk got the decision. What did you make of both fighters' performances?
It wasn't as dramatic as the first fight, I think, because they both made adjustments. Fury did struggle to get off his shots a lot, as much as he did in the first fight, or in the moments in that first fight. And Usyk didn't have as much clear-cut success. I thought it was a lot more of a thinking fight than the first one. I thought they both showed improvements. I've seen a lot of people complaining that it could have been a draw. I thought 116, 112 was probably about right, to be honest. Maybe you could have gone 115, 113 for Usyk, maybe, but I thought Fury boxed well. I just thought Usyk was a step ahead.
Yeah. After the fight, I'm not sure if you saw the video. Fury and Ben Davison. Ben said he thought Fury nicked it after, like when Tyson was walking back to his dressing room. Do you agree at all?
I thought Usyk won, but I can see how you can give Fury maybe certain rounds that Usyk got. You could have considered it really close. I personally thought it was about correct though. But as I really respect Ben's opinions, and Ben knows a lot more than me, so he probably saw a lot of things that I didn't see, which is the truth in most cases. As I said, he sees things that most other people don't see.
Yeah. On the undercard, we saw Ben Davison's prospect, Moses Atama, blast out Dempsey McKean. What do you make of his performance, and do you think he can beat Mike Tyson's record for the youngest heavyweight champion?
Special fighter, yeah, absolutely special fighter. And Moses, he hasn't even scratched the surface yet. I mean, I've seen him in the gyms doing like sparring as well. He's very, very good. With regards to beating Mike Tyson's record, difficult because he's got to do it this year. It depends on if a belt goes vacant or if he gets a specific fight or not, because you got the belts are held up by Usyk and Dubar at the moment. Dubar's got Parker, which is a hard enough fight as it is. Usyk might box the winner. If would Moses get a look in at that, beating the record will be tricky. But in terms of his talent, he's going to be the next heavyweight world champion for a very long time.
Yeah, I think he has until May next year to do it.
Yeah.
Around that time,
Yeah. Depending on if he gets the opportunity, possibly.
Yeah. One last thing before I let you go. Recently, the amazing February 22nd card was announced. What was your first reaction to that card? And do you think it's the greatest fight card we've ever seen?
Yeah, unbelievable card. I think it's probably the best fight cards is the best fight card on my lifetime. I mean, I think the opening bout is Joshua Buatsi and Callum Smith. That's the opening bout. It is wild. So yeah, great card. It's hard to pick sort of a decisive winner from the bouts, to be honest. I think maybe the easiest one to pick is maybe Shakur Stevenson, the Shakur one. Other than that, like, every single bout is amazing. I'm looking forward to tuning into it.
Yeah, can you have predictions for the fight? I'll go through the list and you just give us a prediction.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, Joshua Buatsi versus Callum Smith.
I think Callum Smith is going to win that on points. I think you just have a bit too much know-how for Joshua Buatsi.
Zhile Zhang versus Ajay Cabral.
That's a good one. If Zhile Zhang doesn't do it early, I think Caballero will outwork him as the rounds go on. So I'm going to go with a Caballero points win.
Virgil Ortiz Jr. versus Israel Madrimov.
Hard fight. I'm going to lean towards Madrimov on points in that one.
Carlos Adames versus Hamza Shiraz.
I've got so much love for Hamza Shiraz. I've known him since a 10-year-old kid. I think he's the next one coming up. I think he's going to stop Carlos Adames.
What round?
I think Adames will show a lot of resistance. I think he will give Shiraz things to think about. I'm gonna say mid to late, so somewhere around about between 8 and 10.
Shakur Stevenson, I think you already said before.
Yes, Shakur Stevenson. Yeah.
Daniel Dubois versus Joseph Parker.
Hard fight. You know what? I'm leaning towards Joseph Parker on this. Joseph Parker on points.
Yeah, and last one, Artur Beterbiev versus Dimitri Bivol.
Very, very difficult, and is a hard one. I'm gonna lean towards Beterbiev again, but this one wouldn't shock me if it goes the other way.
Yeah, what did you have the first fight? Who'd you have winning?
I thought people nicked it at the time. I haven't actually rewatched it and scored it, but I thought at the time people nicked it. I think Beterbiev could possibly get a stoppage this time round.
Yeah. On that note, Ramez, thank you for your time and all the best with your new role as a coach.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.